Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Minnesota Boychoir Sing Into Spring Gala. The program will begin shortly. Now is the time to break out the watch party kit if you've got one. Grab some cheese and crackers, maybe a glass of wine or cocktail or a mocktail, and settle in for the party. Make sure to have your phone nearby so you're ready to participate in the silent auction. Go now to minnesotaboychoir.cbo.io and sign in if you haven't already. The party gets going in 10 minutes. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Minnesota Boy Choir Sing Into Spring, or rather Out of Spring Gala. My name is David Cambrone, and I'm your host for tonight's festivities, as well as the proud father of a former member of the Boy Choir, Zach. On behalf of the staff, choir members, and families who comprise the past, present, and future of the choir, we thank you so much for joining us tonight. We'd like to give a special shout out to those of you who purchased our Gala Watch Party kits. Hopefully you've cracked those open and are enjoying all of the yummy treats. Cheers to you. You know, tonight Mark has selected some fun sing-along music for us. The boys will lead you at home and we'll have a chance to sing along by following the on-screen lyrics. And of course, we are here to raise funds for the Minnesota Boy Choir, and I have got a great partner to help us do that. So without further ado, I'm pleased to introduce our fundraising host. You know her, you love her, Sarah Jean Knox.
Hello, and thank you for the nice welcome. It is so great to be back with the Minnesota Boy Choir for this wonderful event. For several years, I've had the privilege of being a part of the gala and have witnessed the amazing Boy Choir community come together to raise funds for these boys to continue making their beautiful music. And we are going to do that again tonight. And to kick things off, I'd first love to thank our generous event sponsors for all of their support. A+ Driving School, thank you for offering classroom behind the wheel instruction, preparing you for the highway of life. Bearwald Roofing and Sheet Metal, a full-service roofing, wall panel, and sheet metal company where no job is too large or extraordinary. Bradshaw Funeral and Cremation Services, creating meaningful events that celebrate life. Minnesota Acre Farm, growing hyper-local veggies year-round right here in St. Paul, Minnesota with no pesticides or herbicides and using 95% less water. That's amazing. I don't even know how they do that. Prokish Law Firm, providing personalized immigration law that makes a world of difference for you and your family. And to the Westermeyer and Wright families for their support of this event and their many years of support of the choir overall. Thank you so much, sponsors. You are helping make this event possible, and thank you for your ongoing support year after year. And now we're going to go on with the show. Hopefully by now you have all registered for ClickBid. I know many of you have because you have been bidding on that silent auction, but that's where we're going to bid on the silent auction. And many of you have already done that with your favorite items. And if you haven't done that already, don't worry, it's not too late. You can go do that right now at mnboychoir.cbo.io. Again, that's mnboychoir.cbo.io, and just go ahead and sign on in. And while you're doing that, I am just going to take a look at some of our premier auction items, and we have so many on the list there, but we're going to just focus on 3 of them right now. Our first is a 4-day, 3-night stay at a beautiful lake home in downtown Duluth. It's right here, right beside me. The house is located on Lake Superior, just across from the historic aerial lift bridge and within walking distance of Canal Park. So you can head out to the lake on provided paddle boards and kayaks and then cozy up around the fire pit in the evening. And this package is also going to include a round of golf for 4 at Northland Country Club. Carts are included, so no walking necessary, plus a $50 gift card for Lake Avenue Restaurant and Bar, where you can enjoy one of their famous specialty cocktails. And currently our bid on this one is $1,400. It has gone up since I started talking, so you must be bidding on that right now. It's at $1,400. If that's not you, go on in there and bid that up. Second, we have an opportunity for you to escape to sunny Mexico. If you're not into the North Shore, that's fine. You just go to the South Shore for a 7-day, 6-night stay in a lovely 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom condo at the Vedanta Mayan Palace Resort in your choice of 6 destinations. So that's going to include Puerto Vallarta, Mayan Riviera, and Acapulco, and many more. That's currently at $1,750, so $1,750. And here you're going to enjoy food, music, entertainment. You can lounge by one of their many pools, or spend your day at the beach soaking in the sun, forgetting about the sub-zero temperatures you left behind. Remember, Minnesota is not always an 80-degree day, so you're going to want to go do that. Again, it's at $1,750. If that's not you, it's time for you to get away and go bid on that. And if you can't make it to Mexico, we do have another premier item that might be for you. This is going to be a way to treat yourself and 7 of your friends to a Mexican fiesta right here in Minnesota. Craft chef Marie Rickmeyer will prepare a 4-course authentic Mexican meal for 8 people in the comfort of your own home. And she was instructed in traditional cooking methods by family in Guatemala and Mexico, and she offers a range of menu options to choose from with tableside guacamole and margaritas as a part of each menu, which I think we can all agree that maybe that's all you need in a Mexican meal is the margaritas and guacamole. That is currently at $650. I will say the trip to Mexico just went up to $1,900 as I'm looking. They're giving me the information live right here. But the meal is $650, and Boychoir staff Amy Driscoll has actually had the pleasure of attending one of these meals, and she said it is absolutely delicious. So you are going to want to check this out and enjoy. Host your friends and family. Now that we can host people again, let's do it. Get in there. Bid on this. It's at $750 right now. If this is not you, keep putting those bids in. There is so much more information about each of these items on the auction site if you go on to ClickBid. So go ahead, take a look for all the details. We'll give you an update later in the program, but there's many other items on there, and there's probably going to be a little something for everyone in this auction.
Thank you, Sarah. Well, here's a little something else for everyone, an old favorite from the classic Broadway show, Oklahoma, by Rodgers and Hammerstein. Oh, What a Beautiful Morning, sung by our youngest ensemble, the newly formed Contorando. Remember, the lyrics will be on your screen, so please sing along. Thanks for that, you guys. I think I speak for everyone when I say how great it is to see you all singing together after nearly a year and a half of virtual rehearsals and distancing. We know it hasn't been easy, but you made it through hybrid schooling, Zoom fatigue, solo singing in your rooms, maybe in the shower, and being separated from friends and family, and we're proud of you. We'll be hearing from a few of the singers a little later in the program in a conversation with Mr. J about their experience as members of the boy choir. And speaking of Mr. J, Mark Johnson, the intrepid executive and artistic director of the Minnesota Boy Choir, he'll share his thoughts about this most unprecedented season and how he, along with accompanist Todd Price and assistant to the director Phil Radke, used music, games, and technology to keep the boys singing and connected to each other and our boy choir community. One of the games that Mark played with the boys he called Picky Choosy, where he gives boys two options and they pick their favorite. You know, typically the members of the choir get along pretty well, but there are times when they don't always agree. Mark interviewed three members of the boy choir, Kai, Liam, and Aaron, each separately, and here's how they responded.
Ketchup, mustard.
Mustard. Ketchup.
Coke, Pepsi.
Coke. Pepsi.
Maybe you don't drink soda.
What?
Plain peanut.
Plain peanut.
Sausage, pepperoni.
Sausage. Pepperoni.
S'more, Oreo.
Oreo. S'more.
Spicy, sweet.
Spicy. Sweet.
Sweet corn, corn dog.
Sweet corn. Corn dog.
Lucky Charms, Fruity Pebbles.
Fruity Pebbles. Ooh, Lucky Charms.
Ooh.
What is a Lucky Charm?
Oh, that's elevator, escalator.
Escalator. Elevator.
French toast, pancakes.
Pancakes. French toast.
Salt, pepper.
Pepper. Salt.
Beach, pool.
Pool. Beach.
Harry Potter, Baby Yoda.
I'll go with Grogu, who's Baby Yoda. Harry Potter.
Big Mac, mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
Those are some tough questions. So good old mac and cheese is what unites them, apparently. And can they harmonize well together? We are all so grateful to Mark for his calm strength, humor, and leadership in guiding the boy choir ship through recent rough waters. Thankfully, it appears as though a return to some normalcy is imminent and just in time for the choir to begin preparations to celebrate our upcoming 60th anniversary season. That's right, the 2021-2022 season is the Minnesota Boy Choir's 60th, and we've got big plans to do it up right with fun events throughout the year and a fantastic tour to Ireland planned for next June. As any alum will tell you, these international tour experiences are amazing and stay with a choir boy forever. But it's important to understand that what goes on at rehearsals and performances all season has the greatest impact.
Oh, that is spot on, David. And you know, as I was prepping for this event, I was looking back at the Boy Choir mission and their vision statement and saw the phrase nurturing boys to find their voice. And I absolutely love that because we know these boys and young men, and we know that they learn to become outstanding musicians as a part of the boy choir, but they also come away from their choir experience understanding the values of teamwork and compassion, community, self-confidence, respect, not just for themselves, but for others. And we absolutely want every boy to have that opportunity, which is why the choir accepts any boy who auditions and offers generous tuition scholarships so that there is no financial barrier in participating. So the funds we raise tonight will help support that scholarship program, as well as the vital operations necessary to provide boy choir singers an incredible choral music experience. In fact, let's hear a little more of that incredible music now. Here again is the Contorando ensemble singing Let's Go Fly a Kite with Mary Poppins, from Mary Poppins.
Let's go fly.
I guarantee that song is going to be in my head for the next 2 days. Always a fun song. Who doesn't love that? You know, I remember when my son Zach first started in the choir, he was just about the age of those little ones. And as a proud father over the years, watching him grow in his passion for music and his confidence as a performer, in his desire to create, I, as a member of the Cambrone family, have been so grateful for what the Boy Choir has done for my son, for the community, and for our family over those several beautiful years. So I want to thank Mark, and I want to thank all of the people that support our Boy Choir for everything that they do to help these boys be successful in finding their voice. Speaking of Mark, this year coming up marks his 30th anniversary with the choir. And we had a chance to sit down with Mark earlier this week to talk with him about his thoughts and experiences about this past year, and in particular, how the Minnesota Boy Choir has stayed a strong and cohesive family in the midst of such unexpected challenges.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Mark Johnson. I'm Executive and Artistic Director of the Minnesota Boy Choir. And on behalf of our staff, for Anna and Amy and Todd and Phil and our entire board of directors, all of our singers and all of our families, I want to say thank you for tuning in to tonight's gala, and also for helping us sing out of spring and raise some good money for the Minnesota Boy Choir. I wanted to share with you a little bit about this past year and what's kept the Minnesota Boy Choir busy. As conductor and leader of this organization, we have spent most of our time on Zoom. And Zoom has been, or allowed us to connect and collaborate together, even with its music sort of deficiencies and things that maybe prevent us from really singing together. Zoom has still allowed us to connect and collaborate. Kids gets to see each other week after week and sign on and be together. And through learning music and playing some games, there's been trivia. We play a couple things, picky-choosy here and there. We've had sing-alongs and scavenger hunts. Not only focusing on music, but still focusing on that makes us all better and what makes us connect as far as people. And it really is that music that really is transforming us and bringing us together. Every time that I'm with the Minnesota Boy Choir, I'm inspired by these boys. And even being distanced on Zoom, I still get inspired by their commitment, their ability to learn the music, and their want to be with each other in this sort of brotherhood or family that we talk about as the Minnesota Boy Choir. So that inspiration runs deep for me. They inspire me, and I hope to, by us continuing on during this pandemic and through sort of everything that's happened or been challenging the last couple of months, that we have inspired you, their singers, their families, but also audience members. We want to inspire you and continue to uplift you with our music. And that day when we can finally get back together and be together on stage and have you in the audience, as has been said many times, that feeling of great joy and a changed person for coming to hear the Minnesota Boy Choir. For I know personally that this has changed my life. I know this organization changes the lives of many boys and young men. And that inspiration has led me and kept me wanting to lead this group. And I know that you sitting out there tonight, listening in and tuning in, that inspires you to keep supporting the mission of this Minnesota Boy Choir, this organization that is such a rich part of our community. So thank you.
When I take you out tonight with me, honey, here's the way it's gonna be. You will sit behind a team of snow white horses in the slickest gig you'll ever see. Chicks and ducks and geese better scurry when I take you out in the Surrey. When I take you out in the Surrey with the fringe on top. Watch that fringe and see how it flutters when I drive them high-step strutters. is brown. The dashboard's genuine leather, with isinglass curtains you can roll right down in case there's a change in the weather. Two bright side lights winking and blinking, ain't no finer rig I'm thinking. You can keep your ring if you're thinking that I care to swap for that shiny little Surrey with the bridge on the top. All the world will fly in a flurry when I take you out in the Surrey. When I take you out in the Surrey with the fringe on top. When we hit that road, hell for leather, cats and dogs will dance in the heather, birds and frogs will sing all together, and the dogs will hop. The winds will whistle as we rattle along, the cows will moo young clover, the river will riffle a whispered song, and whisper it over and over. Don't you wish you'd go on forever? Don't you wish you'd go on forever? Don't you wish you'd go on forever and you never stop in that shiny little Surrey with the fringe on the top? The sun is swimming on the rim of a hill, the moon is taking a header, and just as I'm thinking all the earth is still, a lark going up in the meadow. Hush you bird, my baby's sleeping, baby got a dream worth the keeping. Whoa, you team, and just keep a creeping at a slow clip clop. Don't you hurry with the Surrey with the fringe on the top.
Thanks to our high school choir, Allegro, for that fun rendition of Surrey with the Fringe on Top. I'm actually wearing an Allegro tie. I'm hoping I don't have to give that back after this event tonight. We really got to give a shout out to our Allegro seniors who did not get the senior year they anticipated, but still showed up week after week demonstrating great leadership for the rest of the choir. Jackson Deering, Milo Johnson, Sam Keller-Long, Evan Kraft, Anders Lean, Oliver Swanson, and Elijah Zuffer. Great job, guys, and our best wishes as you begin this next phase of your lives. Sarah, I'm thinking it's time to do a little bit more fundraising. What do you think?
I think you are right. This is the time that we get to come together and support the Boy Choir for all of the amazing things that they have done and the way they are building into these young men. And like we mentioned before, this goes towards not just the everyday funds that are needed to provide great choral experience to boys, but it's also going to provide opportunities so that any boy who auditions is able to join the Boy Choir and be a part of this incredible community, along with, again, the choral experience matched with the incredible character building experiences that come with the being involved in the Boy Choir. And that's why it is so important. And that's why those of you who have had sons in the Boy Choir continue to bring them back year after year and continue to watch this virtual gala or come to our live galas when we're not snowed in. And you continue to support the Boy Choir because you believe in what they are doing in the lives of these young men. And what we need more of are confident and compassionate leaders. And that is exactly what you are doing when you invest in the Boy Choir and when you invest in what they're doing here. And so tonight I am going to encourage you to pull out those phones and go ahead and give. And you're going to want to text the number. I'm going to get it here real quick here. Text the number to, I'm just going to get that rolled up, MN Boy Choir to 56651. Again, that's MN Boy Choir to 56651 to give. And I'm seeing donations already coming through. And I'm just going to start thanking some of you. Sarah, thank you so much. Cynthia, thank you. Sharon, thank you. Sue, thank you. Lauren, thank you. Jane, Thank you, Jen. I'm seeing Judy. Thank you to all of you. Robert, thank you so much for your generosity. And those of you who are still getting those in, continue to put those in. Just text the number again on it's MN Boychoir to 56651. MN Boychoir, that's all one word, to 56651. And that will walk you through the process to be able to give and partner with the Boychoir this evening. And it's as easy as that. And what you're investing in this year is continuing into a strong 2021-2022 season. I know there are so many incredible things that they have in store. I mean, that the choir tour to Ireland looks absolutely amazing, and what a great experience for all of them. But the community that bring together with the Boychoir, and we've seen so many young men come through the Boychoir and see these other students and the Boychoir staff and leadership as a second family, really building into their lives. And I know we can all appreciate their music so deeply. If you've ever been to one of the Boychoir concerts in the past or even previous galas, you know the power of their voices all in one room. And it is so powerful and so beautiful, and there's really nothing like that, especially when you get all of the choral groups together singing. It's so beautiful. And so I know all of you know that, but I want to continue to thank you to those of you who are giving. Jean, thank you so much. Sandy, thank you. I'm seeing Cassie give. Thank you so much. Patty, thank you. Rachel, thank you so much for your generosity. You're putting those in. I know many of you are still bidding on the auction as well, but while you're getting those in, I am so excited to introduce you to a couple of young men who are a part of the Boychoir. Mark sat down with 3 of the members of the Boychoir, Kai, Liam, and Aaron, earlier this week, and he asked them to share their favorite memories and what singing in the Boychoir meant to them. So let's take a look.
I think we're just going to be more grateful when we come back. Right now, we're divided, so we can't really hear ourselves singing together. But when we're back in rehearsal, I think everyone's just going to be so happy to be there. I can't wait. I think without the Boychoir, I personally would definitely not be the musician that I am today. As well as I think in a time where there's a lot of division in the world, the Boychoir really just kind of gives back to the community and brings a sense of unity. And without that, I think the world would simply just be a worse place.
Yeah, I know just for me personally, I don't think I'd be half the person that I am right now if I had not been in the choir. And I just know it's transformative, and it's been like a second family. I mean, it's helped raise me. I've been in since 2nd grade, so it's without it, I don't think I'd be as good in school. I would have 3 less best friends. I'd know so many less people. I would have been to so many less places. I mean, I've been to Europe with the choir. I've been all across the country with the choir. I've been to Canada with the choir. You see so many things. You experience so many things, and you feel so many things. It's irreplaceable.
Well, it sings for people, and it can touch people, and they're really passionate about singing, and it can touch people's heart. It makes them feel good. It could make them feel warm, and things like that. Well, you probably shouldn't lie in bed all day and miss the concert.
That's good advice. You probably shouldn't lie in bed all day and miss the concert.
It touches their hearts, inspires them to follow their own talents also, and it's just emotional sometimes
when we're
for
all
the people.
together. It is.
And it brings them together.
I think if you're even thinking about it, you should absolutely audition, because the friends that I've made in Boychoir are, like Aaron said, I think going to be lifelong. And I know people so well, and I have such camaraderie with so many singers. So even if you're just considering it, you should absolutely audition. I mean, thank you so much for your continued support of the Boychoir in such a difficult year. I think without the Boychoir, so many lives would be different, mine as well as any other member. And your continued support really changes the world for the better.
Thank you so much for your support.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for your continued support. I mean, you're helping people like me to experience amazing things and learn amazing things. I mean, things that will stick with them for life. It's really, I can't put it into words. It's just amazing. So thank you so much for your continued support. It really means a lot.
It is so heartwarming, so inspiring to hear these boys talk about their experiences with the boy choir. That was great. Thank you, Kai. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Liam.
Yeah, wow. They said it so well, and it came from their heart, and they definitely were not scripted on any of that. And it's so fun to hear their experiences, both from the younger end all the way up to some of the older boys in the choir, and just seeing that theme again of the community that they're finding there and the experiences that are above and beyond the singing. Most of what they talked about had very little to do with the actual singing part, more to do with the friendships and the experiences and the making sure that people get up and don't miss the concert, right? I mean, absolutely. This is why we are here tonight. We are here to support the work that the boy choir is doing, and obviously to support the music, obviously to support the incredible work that they put out and that they provide, and they bring us so much joy and energy and enthusiasm through their music, but they also just are building these incredible young men and these incredible leaders that we can be so proud of. And I am sure if you're parents of any of those boys tonight or any of the boys in the boy choir, you're just beaming with pride and joy for them, and you know how great they are, and just want to let you know that we recognize that too. I mean, I don't have any kids in the boy choir yet. Mine are too young, but I've met many of these boys at previous events, previous concerts, caroling when I've, carol bombed them. And it is so wonderful to see them, and it's always a joy to have them. And we're looking forward to such a great season coming forward when we can come back together. And so I just want to thank you all tonight. For those of you who are continuing to give, you are amazing. And those of you who are continuing to donate through the auction. I mean, we've got some great items, and I thought we'd just give some updates of where we are. And I know many of them are just like paying attention so intently that maybe they forgot about some of these items. So let's just bring them up again.
I love what Kai said. It's just emotional.
It's just emotional.
We should talk about the premier items.
I mean, stuff is so emotional. It's so emotional. We're going to go back to these premier items. We have the North Shore Escape. What is that one at?
It is $1,400.
That's a $1,400. Come on, get those bids in there. Let's bid that up. I know we have like 8 or 9 people bidding against that one right now currently. And so keep bidding those up so that we can raise as much money as possible. The Mexican Paradise.
$1,900. That's a bargain.
It is a bargain at this point. And just think, sometimes it's hard to remember on a day like today where you're like, it's so hot. We got to make sure we're getting our pool memberships for the summer or whatever it may be, or getting the sprinklers out so you can just like dash through them. It's what I wanted to do today. I didn't because I'm an adult and have like this much self-respect. But there is going to come a time this winter, and I don't know if you blocked it all out, where it will be cold again, and it will snow again.
The 9 months out of the year.
You're just gonna, again, it's emotional.
Right,
you're gonna make me cry, David. And you're gonna want to bid on this. It's currently at $1,900, so bid that one up. And the Mexican dinner for 8
is at $850. I mean, that's a steal for that many people. And guacamole is featured, right, in this dinner. And you know about guacamole, right? It's not ready, it's not ready, it's not ready, it's too late.
Right.
So you have to act now.
Right.
To really take advantage of this fantastic feast.
That's correct.
Absolutely.
It is the ripe time to do this. No. Oh, yeah, thanks. They're giving me some feedback from behind the camera. They like that one. And I know you did too. There's currently 10 bidders bidding on this one right now for the Mexican dinner. Yeah, go get that guacamole. And
it's ready now.
Yes, I'm trying so hard not to sing songs about guacamole because I know like
later.
7 of them. Yeah, if you want later, I will do it. $850 for that. Again, you could charge your friends admission, like charge them like $200 a piece. You could make money on this one actually if you did that, and then you could give that back to the boy choir. Just some ideas.
Friends. Not friends.
You could invite strangers and meet new friends over margaritas and guacamole. Anyway, those are doing well. Continue to bid those up. We have a lot coming for you through the rest of the evening as far as items go. So there's a lot in there. I know many of you have been bidding on the silent auction as a whole and those premier items and continuing to give. But so thank you to all of you who are doing that.
There's some fantastic items in the silent auction overall.
Right.
I think there's item 310 is a 2-day, for example.
You know the numbers.
I do know the number on this. It's a cabin getaway for 2 days. And I believe we have some supporters, big supporters of the Boychoir, who are giving it a test drive right now as we're having this wonderful gala.
So they're watching from...
I think they're bidding.
They're watching and bidding from item number 310.
Item number 310.
So it's going to be used.
Yeah.
it's a used cabin that you're getting. Keep it
clean.
Good. It's good. So, that one's currently at $650. They're telling me.
That can go up.
I mean, that can definitely go up. We're just adding more premier items because we're just deciding for ourselves right here.
Right here in the moment.
What we feel are premier for you. So, I believe we probably have some.
We do. We have some more music.
More music.
We should hear it. Well, and now for our final piece by the choir, here is Cantabile with Singing in the Rain.
And, who needs Gene Kelly? I mean, when we have all of the wonderful voices and all of you at home, which we will provide the words for you, I honestly don't think you'll need it to Singing in the Rain, but I know you're going to be singing along. So let's get to it.
All right.
Well, we are nearing the end of our program. I know so many of you are still continuing to bid. I'm already getting new names in. Thank you so much, Tanya and Susan and Patrick and Amy, for continuing to give. And if you haven't given yet, that is fine. You can still give and bid. The bidding remains open for about 1 more hour until 9:30 p.m. and you can give at any time. And if you've been outbid on your favorite item already, it's not too late. Again, get those bids in, continue to bid those up, and maybe you could put some of those dollars towards the Fund a Need and help us meet our goal tonight and help support and partner with the Boy Choir, because everything that you are doing is hugely impactful, and it is creating young leaders who are going to go out and they're going to find their voice, and they are not just going to create beautiful music, but also just give back and invest in their community again through the character building and integrity and respect that they learn and really develop through the Boy Choir. So thank you for all of you who are giving, and thank you once again to our event sponsors. First of all, A+ Driving,
Burwald Roofing and Sheet Metal,
Bradshaw Funeral and Cremation Services,
Minnesota Acre Farms,
and Prokish Law Firm,
and the Westermeyer and Wright families.
Oh, thank you so much. And we are also grateful to the Stage Time Productions crew, especially Shannon and James, for helping us elevate our virtual gala game this year, and also to our hosts here at AV for You Studios. And finally, a huge thank you to our own Phil Radke and Cool Socks Media.
And finally, thanks to all of you for joining us tonight. Our goal tonight was to take some time to reconnect and be reminded how the wonderful music of this choir truly brings us together. The Boy Choir community is strong, and it has come through a difficult time, all the more appreciative of the gifts each of us brings to this great organization. Your generosity tonight and throughout this past year speaks to your continued belief in our mission, and we are beyond grateful. Let's close our program in true Boy Choir tradition with the blessing. Feel free to sing along with family in your own home as we are led by 6 of our graduating seniors and their families in this video from awards night that just occurred last week.